Yeah, right now we still got all the snow basically rotating around the system right now. And you can see there are some darker blue areas to the west and east, to Rochester, to Preston. That's kind of the focus right now, but it is beginning to push east. And you can see our storm runner right now is out just west of, I-90 going west. Getting closer to Rochester right now. Right now the wind has been pretty gusting, and right now it would be a crosswind too, given the direction of the wind, kind of that northwest to west-northwest. So something that's going to push you around, and visibility, especially you go further south to Preston, we've had indications of a half mile or less too. Further east, we're starting to see some of the snow begin to push in the area. It will continue all evening. It's not going to be heavy amounts of snow accumulating, but it's going to be blowing around. And there's your wind gusts. You see we've had gusts over to south of Rochester down to Preston. Those areas have been 45 to 50 miles per hour. So if you combine that with some snow, you're definitely going to see lower visibilities. But we still got snow going on east of the area, and these are the wind gusts so far. Definitely one thing to keep in. If we kind of zoom into the area that we were just with the storm runner, there's the Ridgeline I-90 right there. There's the Preston area right there just north. That's probably where you're going to see visibility less than a half mile, and somewhat whiteout conditions there going along 52, given that the wind is blowing 2. Otherwise, we have a little bit of snow activity pushing into La Crosse 2. We're down to 2.5. We're going to see this off and on, and Eau Claire has already seen some of it. You can see Menominee, not bad actually, because they're in between snow. We've seen visibility drop to less than a half at times for Eau Claire, but that's kind of starting to push off to the east with more to come. All the moisture on this too is going to refreeze, so that's another issue going on. Mentioned that Preston, those areas, that's where you have the blizzard warnings, temporary whiteout conditions till about 9 p.m. Otherwise, you'll have conditions here for winter weather advisories, meaning the freezing conditions on roadways and combination with the wind and the snow going on. So it will be travel, and especially those roads that are less traveled, the side roads could be the problem going in tonight. Overall, all the snow is going to continue to push to the east. We'll start seeing it decrease probably about 10 to 11 p.m. The winds will continue until after midnight, but we will see some clearing skies, and that's going to allow the temperatures to plummet too as we get further into the nighttime. So really, that's what we're looking at throughout the nighttime. So by midnight, all the snow should be done. The wind will continue, and then it's the cold temperatures going forward too. The wind, that's going to be an issue, and it's also going to be more of an issue past today, because the gusts will die off as we get towards tomorrow morning. As we get into Friday, not bad, but look at the winds towards Friday afternoon. They start picking back up these gusts from the south-southeast. Another system is going to come through, so we're going to see temperatures rise Friday night with the winds turning around to the south, and then as we go into Saturday afternoon, they're going to turn right around and get kind of breezy from the northwest with another cold front coming through. So we're going to have swings with the temperatures here too. Overnight lows tonight, single digits going into above and below 0. This doesn't factor in the wind chills, which will probably be in the teens. Tomorrow, the temperatures are going to keep rising throughout the day. This is more like the temperatures going past sunset because of those winds. So give you an idea what the temperatures are going to be doing. It's kind of a swing back and forth. These are the temperatures by Saturday morning, so they're going to rise Friday night all the way to the low 20s Saturday. They're going to climb up a little bit Saturday by noon, and then the cold front comes through. They're going to fall back down in the afternoon, and then Saturday night into Sunday, we're going to do this all over again too. So it's going to be a swing back and forth with temperatures. Now for Christmas week, overall mild conditions. We are likely going to see 40s either Christmas Eve or on Christmas, so it's going to definitely be mild all the way through the week. And the good news is fairly quiet weather pattern and no really travel impacts to speak of too. So it's going to be a very quiet pattern, but tonight and then tomorrow definitely going to be cold.
All right, sure looks that way. Thanks, Greg.